maybe has there been any kind of like hard lessons or something that you really had that maybe kind of beat you down on your way to working as a guitar player that was actually good for you, made you stronger, but like some kind of hard lessons or epiphanies you've had to go from a guy who's like maybe working a normal job to feeding yourself with your instrument and your passion?
Yeah, I mean, I think based off of my timeline, I think lockdown was the perfect, catapult
Okay.
into,
Okay.
me, because before I moved to Austin, we were in the middle of shutdown. I, like most others, were, on unemployment or working as minimal hours as possible, and just not really getting what I wanted or needed out of life. And I knew to my core that I wasn't supposed to be working in a warehouse or working at a bar. And I just followed my love to Austin.
Okay.
Miss Jennifer Foster. And I didn't really have much going for me even before I got there. So I jokingly tell people, it's often that people ask me, how do you do it? Like, support yourself or just be a full-time musician. And I jokingly tell them, like, oh, quit your job. Like, you'll figure it out pretty quick, because you have to. It's like you got to feed yourself. You got to pay bills. And in that process, when we moved to Austin, we played one open mic like a few days after I rolled into town, and before we knew it, we were playing like over 20 shows a month. And in that time, we were just so hungry and so ready to create a presence in town, that sometimes we'd be playing 3 shows in a day, like with just enough downtime to pack up the gear and head to the next one, set up, and so on and so forth. And it was exciting and it was fun, and there were also times where it felt exhausting, and it's like, okay, what am I doing here? And I've even seen it where a lot of people, they make the leap and they try to make a name for themselves playing music, and they end up getting kind of jaded in the process. And the thing that keeps me going as hard as, because like any entrepreneur knows, the more success you have, or the bigger goals or dreams you chase, the greater responsibilities you have at the same time. So it's like the more you progress, things don't get easier, they just get more complicated, but it's all
right.
depends on the scope. And I think some people can very easily forget the why. And it's like, first and foremost, I play music because it makes me feel good, and I just want to share that with people because I want people to feel the same way that I do when I hear music that excites me.
Yeah.
And the attention or the fame or the recognition, at least to me, is so secondary. It's like at the back of my mind, so as long as you're doing it for the right reasons and you always stay true to that, then I think you'll be okay. And it's okay. Sometimes we get a little caught up in, doom scrolling and social media and feeling the need to, be important or have followers or likes, because it's part of the game. It's part of the world that we live in. Half of it is also the marketing and, the presence and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, that it's not necessarily, I'd say, a hard pill to swallow or a hard lesson learned, but just reminders along the way that keep me grounded and remind me of why I'm here and why I'm doing it.
Right on.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I really get that.
Yeah.
For sure. I mean, why?
Yeah.
Oh, I love this thing.
Yeah.
I love to share it with people.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I will play my friend's kids party.
Yeah.
When they ask me.
Yeah.
You know, whatever. I'll play some. Everyone's going dance and have a fun time.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna like play for 4 hours, but like, if somebody wants to hear me, like I love to share it. You know, so I think that's a really cool place to be at. And
yeah.
I think I've noticed that the people that really stick with it for their entire life, they continue to know why they do it.
Yeah.
You know, it's the people who I see it a lot here in Nashville. The people who, it was maybe not about the music, but more about like being a musician.
Yeah.
Or like getting, people fawning after them.
Yeah.
It's just so hard.
Getting caught up in the image.
And if that's your thing, just like an outside accolades.
Yeah.
It's really gonna be a hard road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should take up acting or something.
Same with that. Like I know some actors who they're like, look, I just love to create this moment.
Yeah.
It's not so much about being
on a screen or
totally.
Yeah.
Like somebody asked Nicolas Cage or somebody, and they're like, why are you doing all these movies? Like, because I'm an actor.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
Like, it's not about, well, is the money good enough and all that. Like,
yeah.
Okay, how can I feed myself with this thing that I love?
Yeah.
So, that's cool, man. Let's play one more thing. I have no idea what we can, but
I'll tell you what. I'll lead this one, and you just have fun over it.
Okay. All right. This is exciting.
This one's an A.
Okay. Oh, jeez. Okay. Love this. Another chance. I like this. Check out Robert Parker Jr. I don't mind saying definitely a rising star.
Aww.
And he's very, very connected to his heart, soulful musician. I'm going to keep an eye on this. Close friend of mine.
I owe everything I got to this guy. So.
I don't know if that's true. But thanks for watching, everybody.